Hi, Mr. Novak here again. Welcome to the second part of this lesson, and that is the last part where we are going to be completing the squares. And the situation occurs that sometimes when we look at the trinomial in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, and we look at the a and the c, that's the 1 times 3. So the factors of 1 times 3 that add up to 6. I don't think so. So here's where completing the square is the only option. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the first two terms to set up a perfect square. And for that we need half of the coefficient of the middle term, and then we square it so we can set up the perfect square. So in this case, half of plus 6 is 3, 3 squared is 9. So we're going to end up setting up x squared plus 6x plus 9, which will be our perfect square. So what we need to do is we need to move that across, give us a space, and we're going to add in the plus 9. But we need to also undo that so we don't change the expression. So there we are. We put in the plus 9, so we got our perfect square, and of course we subtract the 9 to keep it balanced. So we now can take that and end up with x plus 3 all squared. That's our perfect square. And we have our minus 9 plus 3, which simplifies to minus 6. That's what we refer to as completing the square. The graphic calculator can do that very easily. So we now are ready to do the factorizing so that we can use the null factor law. And as you can see, we have really technically a perfect square minus the difference of, we can easily turn that into a perfect square, making it root 6 squared. So we have the difference of perfect squares with the surd. So remember, it's very straightforward, 1 minus 1 plus. So we have the square root of x plus 3 all squared is x plus 3. The square root of x square root 6 all squared is square root 6. That's x plus 3 minus root 6 and x plus 3 plus root 6. And to get our solution, remember it's the b term minus the b term, which in this case is really this here. It's going to be 3 minus root 6. So minus 3 minus root 6 and minus 3 plus root 6. Remember, that's our b term. All of that has to be opposite. Minus, minus, and minus, and plus. I'm going to work on that one. And there's your two roots. So now have a go at exercise 12 on page 214, and that completes the exercise 5A. Certainly these last few were very challenging, and that's why we then take you to the quadratic formula. And if you want a bit of fun leading up to our last lesson for the week, maybe play these quadratic songs. Amusing, but also I think it tries to show you what this section of work has been all about. So have a go at completing exercise 5A, and don't forget, week 10, we are testing this topic, which obviously, as you can see in this particular exercise, involved a lot of work we did in algebra back in term 1. Don't forget, if you've got any challenges, please contact your teacher. Have a good session.